It's Halloween time! I imagine you probably are just like me, and when you were little, you loved Halloween. I'm convinced that one of the reasons why we loved Halloween so much was simply because of the candy. Maybe not so much about the costumes, but all of us loved candy, right? So today, I want to talk about some ways that you can navigate this next 2 weeks, because I know if you've got kids, this can be disaster territory. I know, I don't have any children, but I know that with all the Halloween candy that's around everywhere I go, it's disaster for me. So I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can navigate the next 2 weeks and have a little bit of fun and not go crazy. First and foremost, as you know, sugar is not great for us outside of your workouts. Around your workout is the one time when sugar is actually beneficial. All the other times during the day, it really doesn't do much for you. Here's an interesting tip. Sugar is the only thing that we eat that has absolutely no nutritional value. Even salt has a nutritional value. Sugar does nothing for you except for around your workouts. So, what makes sugar even worse these days around Halloween is the fact that most of Halloween candy is still high fructose corn syrup. So it's a kind of sugar that's particularly damaging on you, and that is one reason why you feel so terrible after you eat too much of it. One thing that you can do to make it a little bit better and alleviate the symptoms is to make sure that you are eating a high quality protein around when you're eating your candy. I know this sounds totally weird, but if I grab a couple pieces of candy at the doctor's office and I go get in my car, I've got some turkey in my car, I'm going to be eating a few slices of turkey. I know it's weird, but it's going to help to alleviate some of the fallout from the sugar. So that also applies to your family and your children. If you have a rule in your house around Halloween that if the kids get to eat 6 pieces of candy tonight, they also have to eat some kind of protein to go with it. A hard-boiled egg, slices of deli meat, maybe it's a glass of milk, whatever kind of protein you can get them to eat, that is going to offset all of that sugar. That is one of the best ways you can do it. Second is, don't try to go into Halloween and have this goal that you're not going to eat any candy. It's just so unrealistic. We've already proven through research that human willpower is exhaustible. So what that means is if you go into 2 weeks of Halloween and you say, I'm not going to do it, 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 and all day long at the office, you're resisting the candy, willpower does wear out. It gets exhausted, and you are going to go ahead and you're going to eat the candy, and chances are you're going to overeat the candy. So don't even try to go into Halloween with the goal of not eating it. Allow it, be strategic, and decide when you're going to eat it, and make sure you're not grabbing it mindlessly and you're not grabbing it when you are hungry. That is disaster. If you are hungry, get food in first and allow yourself a few Snickers bars, a couple of Butterfinger bars, whatever your favorite thing is. Those are my favorites, obviously. So just make sure that you're pairing it around food and that you're not doing it when you're bored or mindless. Another great thing that you can do with the kids is have a nightly rule that they get to eat X pieces of candy after dinner or after lunch and their school lunch, whatever it may be, and stick to that rule, because it is also disaster when these little kids who only weigh 60 pounds or 80 pounds get loaded up with sugar. That's a lot of sugar in their little baby systems, and it really isn't good for their brain, and it certainly isn't good for your mental health. So those are my tips on how to navigate Halloween. As you know, I always have more tips on the blog, so make sure you check out the blog. And also, if you haven't already signed up for my email updates, make sure that you do. hollyperkins.com, share your email address. Every 2 weeks, I'm going to give you updates, and in that nice little email that you get, I share information there that is specifically set aside just for my email update list friends. It's information that I don't share on the blog, and it's very specific to you to say thank you for being a part of my community. So make sure you share your email address with us. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear. You can leave them right there. I will do my best to get back to you every single week ASAP, because I love hearing from you. I will see you next time.